We also had a sponsor who was interested in increasing their investment in the garden. They had kind of maxed out all of their on-site opportunities as a title sponsor, as a presenting sponsor, as it were. And they came to us and said, we want to do more. And we really want that to align with our goals to be in the technology sector. Do you have anything in that sector? And that answer was thankfully yes. We kind of realized that like the sky was the limit and we could make this into what we wanted it to be. And we needed to do it really fast in order to kind of take advantage of this opportunity from our sponsor and then do it our way. So we're promoting this in an email every night to every ticket holder email that we get through the purchase process. We say, okay, we'll definitely try our new mobile experience. Just click on this link and leave your phone up during the experience so that you can get GPS or geofence based notifications as you come. So we had geofence locations set up in a 20-mile, a 10-mile, and a 1-mile radius. So that if you're coming from 20 miles out, we're saying, hey, check out the menu, check out the playlist. But everybody got that 1 mile that says, we see you coming. We know that there may be some traffic delays. Here's the way to stay busy. And then once you arrived, we kind of invited you a little bit deeper into the experience and said, okay, well, here's the actual map now that you're here. We know we have an older membership base, but our fastest growing audience is millennial parents. And so we want to meet our audience wherever they are. And this is not something that we're forcing on any of our guests, of course. It's there if they want it. And we're hearing, standing there, literally welcoming the guests and seeing this new sign and watching them stop and scan the QR code is a really, and it's amazing after the work that went into making this happen to see that. But then also hearing reports from our older volunteers that say, oh, I put this in the hands of someone who is a lot like me and coming to the garden, a big fan, but they don't love technology. And then after their experience in Garden Lights coming back around to say, hey, actually, this was really helpful. Like that's always really great. And we have a lot of repeat guests that may never want this information. We have a lot of repeat guests that want to know more about the experience. And really, we just scratched the surface with what we can do this year. And we're looking forward to listening to our audience some more and learning about other ways to make this process easier for them and easier on our teams here as well. We chose our best features and said, oh, this tunnel of light is a popular photo spot. So if you had the app up and you approached a tunnel of light or an outstanding feature that people often take their photo with, we put a geofence around that specific spot inside the garden. So that would ping your phone, but not to be confused with like even though you were in the garden, you got your GPS dot that followed you through your experience. And we also kind of had a contact us button if you have a question, then to send a message in. I also single-handedly answered these chats. That system was very simple. As you know, at cultural institutions, the likelihood that your guest is going to ask you a question that has not been answered elsewhere is very rare. So we wanted to make that information as soon as possible. And now that really supports our strategy in the future for the type of information and where we provide that. You don't have to be an expert in any of this to make it happen. I think that where the team came in and Engage by Cell was saying, okay, well, you tell us what you want to do and we can make that happen. And the tweaks along the way and their understanding of how the mobile site could function. And we were developing this together, but don't think that for some of you at the smaller organizations that you immediately have to have all of this design and user experience in your organization, in your past. It's built for everyone to use first. And then we layered our sensibilities and our kind of design critiques on top of that. And it was fast too. It was a pretty fast development process, thank goodness, on Engaged by Cell's end.